Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for being here. Time for a new painting. And I'm going big, 2 foot by 3 foot tonight. And I am kind of back to the Satin enamel, like Dream Cloud series that I had been doing. I got reinvigorated with it when I was doing my What's on the Shelf and using it up. So I've made a couple of big batches. I have a very pretty color palette tonight. It's really like a gold yellow from Amsterdam, but it's azo orange, a little bit of azo yellow and white. Then I have rose madder and magenta mixed. I have a leftover paint that is basically a periwinkle. I have a beautiful like emerald mixed with phthalo green. And I have a blue, phthalo blue and white. So most of these are self-mixed, and I really like the color palette. I think what I'm gonna do is on the base, I'm gonna put the white down, and then I'm gonna swipe through it with the blue and green, and then swipe over with the 3 colors. But I am going to have no swipe activator, no swipe catalyst on the palette knife. It is just going to be all from the white mixture that I have. And I'll put my recipes for it down in the description. So I'm gonna get started. Let's paint. Okay, I am starting out with the satin enamel mixture here. And these paints are thicker. They're not super thin, which is nice because I don't get all the same cracking and breaking when you do this technique with like super thin paints and then you've got to paint over them or embellish a bunch, which is totally okay if that is what happens to you. It's a lot more work and time, and so I love it when, and I feel like the pearl cells hold a little bit better with this mixture, but that's just me. All right, so I'm gonna spread this out a little bit. You can see how thick this is. I'm gonna spread it out, and then I'm gonna pour some of the blue and the green in there, and then spread that out a little bit more as well. It's a pretty good amount. All right, now, I always forget to do this part. Now I'm going to put in, oh, I have a lot of air. Oh, I need to, I'm a mess. I'm a mess. And I will spill it, so. Okay, over to the side. Oh my gosh, I almost fell over. Over to the side you go. Torch it. Okay, now in with, I'm just gonna spread these on around kind of like this. And my green. I don't use green as much in my artwork, but I have been liking it lately, and I think it's because of like the leaves of spring flowers and things like that. Okay, so for this first part, I'm just going to run oh my gosh, you can see the cells already starting to pop up. Just gonna run the palette knife in different directions. Yep, you can already see the cells starting to pop up in the mixture. I kind of might leave a few of these, I don't know. What do I do? Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it like that. This is so pretty already. Okay, all right, next step. So last time when I did this, I did it with, I did 2 paintings with rainbow colors, a berry one and fire colors. And when I did that, layering them like I normally do and using a swipe activator and swiping through them, it didn't really work because there's no swipe activator, whatever was the first color that I would swipe, that was all that you would see. So I don't know that I want to do that, but what I might do is layer them vertical and then swipe them so that you get the whole set of colors. I I think that's what I'll do. Okay, so I'm gonna layer them this way, and I'm gonna do it one at a time. And I might even put some of the blue and green in there. I haven't decided yet. I'm gonna try the first one just like this. Okay, here we go. See, and that way you get all the colors through there. And now you've got the background color popping through. Yes, it's working. It's not working as much over here. It's when the paints get thinner. So I might start over here and swoosh through those. Oh my goodness, the green was the color I was most worried about, and that is such a pretty color. Ooh, I love it when it works. Oh, trying to come up with abstract art ideas in your head, plan them out, and execute them, it's hard. It's hard to do. I'm losing a little bit of my blue, so I'm not going to put any more green in here, but I think I will layer a little bit of the blue in this one. And then I'm getting some really pretty big cells over here. Almost all my yellow is gone, so I'm gonna have yellow be on this side. Just a tiny little bit of magenta. And then the periwinkle color. This vertical swipe is really, really cool because you get to see all the different colors. Oops, I shouldn't have done it quite so far over that one, but okay, here we go. Swiping again. This one I'm gonna start here, swipe up into there, and then across. And then I've got a little bit of that color through here. Okay, that one's done. My toes won on that one. I didn't get any on my toes this time. Oh, the cells are so pretty. Now, I do feel like I want one little pop of it right up. I think I'm going to do one here and one here. And I kind of feel like, yeah, I'm just going to do a tiny little bit. Most of that will come off. I don't know, do I leave out the periwinkle color this time? I think I might. Okay, here we go. So the first part of the swipe doesn't have as many cells. The last part of the swipe has more. Oh, you can see all those cells start to pop up right there. And they're starting just a tiny little bit. There's like a river of them right there. Okay, I'm happy with that. My last little bit here. My napkins are works of art. Oh, so pretty. Okay, I've got a lot of magenta. My yellow is coming through. I feel like my periwinkle is the one that's maybe not as predominant. So again, I'm not swiping across them this way, one color over another. I'm swiping them vertically so that all the colors swoosh through together. I don't know, do I do one little pop of green? I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. The green was the background, and it actually turned into like a turquoise green, which is really, really pretty. I don't want to disrupt that either, dang it. Okay. I think it's really pretty. All right. It's going to be super soft. I love these for this, like for that reason. It's a really nice, not so in your face type. You know, when I do swipes with all the lacing in it, it's gorgeous because I love it for that big, bold, bright pop of color and all the beautiful lacing, but these are a lot softer, and I like that too. Depends on my mood. And I think I have plenty of paint, and this will probably make a light green color with the satin enamel in it, and I'll save that, and that can be the start of another base for another painting. I'm gonna come down to this corner first, then back over. I hope I have enough paint. I think I do. Those cells are starting to stretch out. I'm glad I used my palette knife too. Yeah, I'm glad I used my oh my gosh, that is so pretty. Wow, and then I'm gonna start getting the pearl cells on the outside too. All right, I'm gonna go around to the other side and stretch this. Ooh, I dripped it all over my arms. Get that one little part off of there and then come back. I could have used just a little more paint so I didn't have to stretch out the design that much. I could have used a little bit more white. But I think it's gonna be just fine. I'm gonna bring that back to the center. Oh, it's got just the right amount of pops of color. Ta-da! Oh, how is this all over me? Okay. Now, a lot of my color is concentrated at the bottom, but I think some of those pearl cells are going to pop up there. I love the green. Maybe I want to do it with just like a tiny palette knife. I want a little bit of this magenta to kind of run through there. And a little bit. This, I like that. I'm gonna just drag that on along. Okay, yeah, I've got tons of cells coming up over here. It's super soft. It's just tiny pops of color. The vertical swipe worked. I am very, very happy with it. All right, I'll show you and then we'll see how it dries. I think this is absolutely beautiful. It's soft. It's probably going to develop a little bit more. It's got cells and lacing, but it's coming from the satin enamel. It really does just look dreamy. That's why I started calling it the Dream Cloud series. It just looks like an overhead view of Earth through the clouds. Look at all those interactions happening over there. And I love the just very subtle pops of color. All right, we'll see how it dries. Here she is. I love the little pops of color that are coming through. I'll take you in close and show you. I'm like having to lean all the way back. Oh, that was an ab workout. Which also means I need to go to the gym if that's my ab workout. So here we go. Super soft. You can see the little tiny pops of color that came through. I love the blue, little pops of blue from swiping that background. Really, really cool cells. I think this is my favorite portion right here that runs right up through there. And then this corner over here. I think I like it hanging vertically better than horizontally, but just so that I could get it all in frame for you. But yeah, super happy with this one. All right. I think I might invert the color scheme. And for the next one, have the yellow and the magenta as the background, and then have the blue and the green as the colors. We shall see. All right. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Happy painting. Bye.